Why do women play hard to get? You know she likes you, but she still plays hard to get. It's frustrating, confusing, and can leave you questioning everything. But here's the truth. It's not just about games. There's a psychology behind it that you need to understand. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden reasons behind this behavior and show you how to respond in a way that shifts the dynamic in your favor. Trust me, once you understand these principles, you'll never look at the situation the same way again. Let's dive in. 1. Understanding the mindset behind playing hard to get. When a woman plays hard to get, it's not always about manipulation or playing games. In fact, it's usually more complex. It's often a defense mechanism rooted deeply in psychology and past experiences. Think about it. Relationships can be vulnerable, especially for women who may have faced heartbreak or disappointment before. By appearing distant or unavailable, she's creating a protective layer around her emotions. Additionally, there's a social dynamic at play. Society often encourages women to value their own worth and not give themselves away too easily. This mindset helps her gauge a man's intentions before fully opening up. Playing hard to get isn't just about keeping you guessing. It's a way for her to determine if you're genuinely interested or if you're just infatuated with the chase. From her perspective, it's a filtering mechanism. She's trying to weed out those who lack patience, emotional stability, or genuine interest. It's important to remember that this behavior is often subconscious, shaped by years of conditioning. Once you understand this, you'll avoid taking it personally and approach the situation with confidence. 2. Why women value the chase. The saying, "we value what we work for," couldn't be truer when it comes to relationships. Women, just like men, tend to appreciate things more when they require effort to attain. If something feels too easy, it risks being undervalued. That's why the chase often adds excitement and intrigue. When you have to put in effort, it creates a sense of accomplishment and emotional investment. From her perspective, the chase is about building a deeper connection, not making you jump through hoops unnecessarily. It's about creating anticipation, the emotional roller coaster of wondering, does he like me back? Is he serious about me? But there's a fine line. The chase becomes counterproductive if the man appears overly desperate or overcommitted. Desperation is a quick way to kill attraction. Understanding this dynamic helps you navigate the situation with finesse. The goal isn't to eliminate the chase entirely, but to engage in it with balance and composure. If you approach her with steady confidence and avoid appearing overly eager, you'll become the kind of man she's naturally drawn to, not because you're chasing her relentlessly, but because you exude calm, steady energy that makes her feel safe and valued. 3. How high-value men handle playing hard to get. High-value men approach this situation entirely differently. When faced with a woman who is distant or playing hard to get, they don't see it as a rejection, nor do they view it as a challenge to win her over. Instead, they interpret it for what it truly is, an opportunity to demonstrate their confidence and emotional stability. High-value men are grounded in their self-worth. They don't chase validation because they already know their value. Instead of over-texting or reacting emotionally, they respond with poise and restraint. For example, when a woman plays hard to get, a high-value man won't flood her with messages or demand to know where he stands. He simply continues to live his life. His attention isn't solely focused on her. It's divided between his passions, goals, and his own self-improvement. This approach is incredibly attractive to women because it shows that he's not dependent on her for his happiness. When a man exudes confidence and independence, it signals that he's emotionally mature and capable of handling life's challenges. This makes him a reliable partner, someone she feels naturally drawn to. Playing hard to get might work on other men, but with a high-value man, it often has the opposite effect. She becomes the one who starts chasing him. Common mistakes men make. One of the biggest mistakes men make when dealing with women who play hard to get is taking it personally. They assume her behavior is a direct reflection of how she feels about them, which leads to overcompensation. Overcompensation can take many forms: texting her constantly, trying to prove your worth, or becoming overly emotional. These behaviors only serve to push her further away. On the flip side, some men respond by withdrawing completely. They interpret her distance as disinterest and cut off communication. This response can also be harmful. The key is to find balance. Understand that her behavior isn't a direct rejection. It's simply part of the process of determining if there's genuine interest. By understanding the psychology behind women playing hard to get and avoiding these common mistakes, you can shift the dynamic in your favor and build stronger, more meaningful connections. Remember, patience, emotional stability, and confidence are your best tools. 5. Why women play hard to get. While it's important not to chase her excessively, disappearing entirely can also send the wrong message. She might interpret your withdrawal as a lack of interest or effort, which can cause her to lose attraction. The key here is balance. Show her that you're interested without coming across as desperate. For example, instead of bombarding her with texts, send one thoughtful message and then give her space to respond. If she doesn't reply right away, don't panic. Remember, attraction often grows in moments of absence. By giving her space to miss you, you create an opportunity for her to realize your value. 6. The Stoic approach to navigating the situation. Stoicism offers invaluable lessons when it comes to relationships, especially when dealing with women who play hard to get. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. This mindset is particularly useful in situations where a woman's behavior might leave you feeling confused or frustrated. Instead of reacting emotionally or trying to force an outcome, focus on controlling your own actions and emotions. Ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my values? Am I staying true to my purpose? By focusing on self-improvement and maintaining your emotional equilibrium, you project confidence and stability, qualities that women find irresistibly attractive. This doesn't mean ignoring her or pretending not to care. It means approaching the situation with patience and perspective. If she's worth your time, she'll eventually recognize your value and reciprocate your effort. And if she doesn't, that's okay too. A Stoic man understands that not every connection is meant to be, and that his self-worth isn't dependent on anyone else's validation. 7. The subtle sign: she's testing your patience. Women often test a man's patience as a way of assessing his emotional maturity and stability. These tests are not meant to frustrate or confuse you, but rather to see how you react in situations that might be mildly challenging. For instance, she might intentionally take longer to reply to your messages, cancel plans last minute, or act aloof during conversations. While these behaviors can be perplexing, they often stem from a subconscious desire to find a partner who can handle challenges with grace and understanding. Imagine you've been talking to someone for a few weeks and suddenly her responses become less frequent. Most men might panic, assuming she's lost interest. However, this is a crucial moment to demonstrate emotional control. Instead of bombarding her with texts or overanalyzing her actions, stay composed. Let her see that your self-worth isn't tied to how quickly she responds. This approach reassures her that you're not overly needy or desperate for attention. Women are drawn to men who can maintain their composure in the face of uncertainty. By staying calm and focused on your own life, you signal to her that you're confident and self-reliant. This makes you stand out from the crowd, as many men fail these subtle tests by reacting emotionally or impatiently. Remember, patience isn't just a virtue. It's an irresistible quality that showcases your maturity and readiness for a meaningful connection. 8. Why emotional resilience is irresistible. Emotional resilience is the ability to remain composed and level-headed, even when faced with challenges or setbacks. It's a quality that women find deeply attractive because it demonstrates strength, maturity, and the capacity to handle life's complexities. When a woman plays hard to get, it's often a way of observing how you handle the unexpected. Do you crumble under pressure, or do you rise above it? Picture this. She cancels plans at the last minute. An emotionally resilient man doesn't lash out or demand an explanation. Instead, he responds with understanding, perhaps saying something like, "No worries, we can reschedule another time." This calm demeanor not only diffuses any tension, but also shows her that you're not easily rattled by minor inconveniences. Women seek partners who can provide emotional stability, especially during challenging times. They want to know that if life throws them a curveball, their partner will be a source of strength rather than additional stress. Emotional resilience is about more than staying calm. It's about showing that you have the inner fortitude to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. By embodying this quality, you position yourself as someone she can admire, trust, and rely on, making you all the more desirable in her eyes. The power of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean being cold or indifferent. It means having the confidence to let things unfold naturally without forcing outcomes. This quality is incredibly powerful because it demonstrates that you are not desperate for a specific result. When you practice detachment, you show her that your happiness and emotional well-being do not depend on her actions or approval. You are secure in yourself, which is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. Detachment creates an environment where she can feel comfortable and open up at her own pace. By maintaining this healthy detachment, you avoid coming across as overly eager or needy. Instead, you present yourself as someone who is strong, independent, and in control of his emotions, which ultimately makes you much more appealing. Detachment is incredibly attractive because it demonstrates self-assurance and independence. When a woman plays hard to get, detachment allows you to remain composed and unaffected, which only adds to your allure. Consider this scenario. She doesn't reply to your text for hours or even days. Instead of obsessing over why she's not responding, a detached man focuses on his own life. He pursues his goals, spends time with friends, and enjoys his hobbies. This approach not only keeps him grounded, but also creates an air of mystery that women find intriguing. She begins to wonder why you're not chasing her like others might, and that curiosity can reignite her interest. Detachment is about maintaining your power in the relationship dynamic. It's a reminder that your happiness and self-worth don't depend on someone else's actions. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care without becoming overly invested in the outcome. When you master the art of detachment, you not only protect your emotional well-being, but also make yourself undeniably attractive by showcasing your confidence and independence. 10. How to respond when she finally opens up. When a woman stops playing hard to get and begins to open up, it's a pivotal moment in your connection. How you handle this situation can either strengthen the bond or push her away. This is your opportunity to show her that you're not only patient, but also emotionally intelligent and supportive. For instance, if she shares something personal or vulnerable, Resist the urge to interrupt or offer immediate solutions. Instead, listen attentively and validate her feelings. A simple response like, "I appreciate you sharing that with me, it means a lot," can go a long way in building trust. Women value men who can create a safe space for open communication without judgment or pressure. Remember, her willingness to open up is a sign that she sees potential in the relationship. It's a big step for someone who may have been guarded or unsure. By responding with kindness and understanding, you show her that you're someone she can rely on emotionally. This not only deepens her attraction, but also lays the foundation for a meaningful and lasting connection. 11. The importance of consistency. Consistency is one of the most underrated yet powerful traits in any relationship. Women need to feel that the person they're investing in is reliable and trustworthy. When a woman plays hard to get, she's often observing whether your actions align with your words. Are you the kind of man who follows through, or do you make promises you can't keep? Imagine you've set a date, and she's testing your commitment by suggesting a change of plan. A consistent man doesn't waver or flake. He adapts while staying true to his word. For example, if you've promised to call at a specific time, make sure you do. These small acts of reliability build trust and show her that you're dependable. Consistency isn't about being boring or predictable. It's about being steady and reliable. It reassures her that you're serious about the connection and that she can count on you in both good times and bad. When you're consistent, you become a source of stability in her life, which is a quality every woman values deeply. By demonstrating this, you not only earn her respect, but also solidify your place as someone she sees a future with. Conclusion. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss more content that helps you navigate relationships and life with confidence. And hey, drop a comment below. What's the biggest takeaway from today's video? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay strong and stay true to yourself.